Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2. This is Rykurock. So last time we left off right when Hungary declared independence. And so I was kind of confused about not getting the Annex War goal right away. And so I went back and I realized that what happened was that we need to restore order and then wait a little bit before we automatically get a war declared. So we are going to go ahead and see what happens here. So, of course, saying this is the last time we will restore order. And so now we have the Hungarians over here. And so what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to send our army. How many of these are North Italian? Quite a few, actually. From my land, Sten. So we're going to want to send one of these armies to the west over here. So right when Lombardy declares independence, we can send some troops over there. And let's get them back in port. And so pretty much almost right away we're going to have the war automatically declared. Yep, there we go. So the Hungarian Revolution. So we're going to annex Hungary. That's our war goal. So we already got some fighting going on here. Let's see if we can send some troops in to support. What province is this person in right now? Send them up here. So this is our attack 3 army. So we're going to want these guys to go on the offensive while these guys go in and occupy the country. Let's see here. Actually, let's do this. If we can somehow get in this battle. Interesting. And then we'll just go there. Alright. That battle is won. We're going to send this 10-stack army of Polish troops down here. Looks like that one we actually barely survived. So we're going to try to reinforce the army with some of the new troops that we've been training. So we got some Hungarian troops. So we're just going to produce infantry. So a lot of our army is just lacking infantry. Alright, we took that. This army is heading to our capital to take out the Hungarian army. Alright, so looks like the provisional government of Milan just declared independence. So we're going to see about sending some troops this way, which are these ones. And the army should be fine. Once this army is full, we're going to have them attack here. This army waits a little bit. And we have some Hungarians down this way. So let's send some troops there. Let's advance some of our armies down there. So we're going to have to send some troops here. There we go. let's wipe out that army. And here, let's go. They approach any new government that spawns end up becoming a dictatorship. That's why they should stay under us. It's a lot better that way. There's quite a few events going on. So I want to take out the Hungarians as quick as possible before potentially Serbia decides to get involved, because they do have cores in Hungary. The moment they see that they're weak, they're going to most likely attempt to try to take that. Alright, we took out that, so let's advance from the north. Okay, looks like this army's doing fine still. of June, we'll get on the 29th. Let's hit them hard. Alright, so now we have another revolution going on. The Republic of San Marco, which is down here in the south. So, how many troops did we lose? Not too bad. Suffrage movement, radicalism. So weighted wealth is what the people want. So we'll do that just to curtail the rebels. We don't want any rebels spawning during this. I don't think we will have any anyways, regardless. So we're going to start mobilizing as well. I believe there's a decision that we can take to actually increase conscription time. So we're going to do that. So we can recruit even more Austrians to fight for us here. Let's try to reinforce some of these armies with our new troops. So our goal with this army is to take over Milan. Then we'll have to turn our attention back to San Marco. So we're in a pretty vulnerable spot right now, but if things go well, we should be fine. Unless they're attacking us here. Our 1 attack, 3 defense. We're going to send that army in there to support. Or we'll actually be able to attack first. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, they're losing anyways. Let's actually have these two armies merge there. Let's send these mobilized units down. These guys are splitting up. We can split up as well. Acquire state casts a spell against the Kingdom of Sardinia. Alright. Something just happened. Okay, in 1848, revolutionary riots broke out in numerous places of Italy, as well in many other parts of Europe. Charles Albert in Piedmont had been forced to make concessions to the Democrats. With Vienna itself in revolt, both Milan and Venice, the main cities of the Kingdom of Lombardy Venetia, under Austrian rule, revolted. The situation was favorable for Sardinia, which would see the full support of the Lombard patriots in Milan. The kingdom decided to exploit the moment and attack the weakened Austria and her Italian possessions. After a plebiscite, Milan was annexed by Sardinia, and a combined army beat the Austrians at Postenega. The War of Italian Independence began. Oh, shoot. These armies need to go back, like now. Alright. That's not exactly good for us at all. We do not want France to jump into this war here. Is Austria still our ally? No, they're not, because they hate us now, don't they? We don't have any allies. And Russia sure won't help us anywhere. Well, we're just going to see how this goes. Of course, I knew that Russia would attack us. Okay, so Russia. We are just going to have to concede here right off the bat because we are not going to be able to handle that. Okay, I have no issue there. I would rather lose land or that small little area to Russia. We could take it back later than to be involved in that level of fighting. So like I said, we want to try taking out Hungary as quick as possible and peace them out so that we can turn our attention back to the west. How many troops does they have? 14. So that's going to be about 42 units. So let's see about, we're just going to keep sending our troops in here. Let's try to take out the Republic of San Marco right away. Tuscany, Denmark, Parma. I guess a lot of our allies decided to not respond to that call of war, huh? Yep. We can re-ally them. I don't blame them. Russia's kind of... Well, I was in a bad situation in the first place. One attack. We're building an army right here, so we can send these guys in. That's doing good. What's this? Oh, that's Russia. Let's combine our armies again over here. And this army is a mix of both infantry and mobilized units. So we're going to send them down here, see what we can do about that. We have some units up here, it looks like, that are mobilized. And we're going to send them down here. We're going to send them here to try to finish up this war as quick as possible so we can send our troops over to the west. Okay, this army is going to need to head back. It's too vulnerable right there. Alright, let's take out some of these Italians here. We are... Well, it's pretty even at that point, it looks like. Let's head up to here. Actually, let's go down to Pex. To Whedon. Once we take their capital, we'll send this army down here to try to take out the rest of those Hungarians. Yeah, they have a lot of troops coming in right now. might be able to invite some of our allies into this war. Tuscany, perhaps, will accept. So now this will be useful. We can get our allies involved. That'll distract them quite a bit. Alright, that's looking a little bit better. And they're moving in to attack me down here. To attack. We need this army to go in. Help defend here. Let's move down this way. Right now they have to attack general. I don't particularly want to move into the mountains if you don't have to. It should be a little bit more even now. I think we'll win. Let me make sure really quick that we're doing fine on our influence. Hanover is not looking good. In fact, let's focus over here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make it in time. But we can try at least. Alright, Bavaria, let's call you in. Same thing with you, Württemberg. But we are not allied. Baden, we can call in. Yeah, the war's going to turn out fine. We're doing good. We'll send in one more unit over there to see if we can help that situation out a little bit faster. And they decided to attack me. Let's send some units down here. Hesse-Kassel. Hanover is not looking great. Let's send some reinforcements over to Hungary. Saxony. Yeah, that'd be great. Let's call them in too. And of course, Hanover was taken from us. But we can continue to focus on them. That'll be fine. Alright, took that area. Let's keep pushing in. And they're heading over to Uchvidek. Though, it would probably be good to send this army back and take out some of these units over here, some of the Hungarians there. Let's punish the liberals. Won that battle. That's good. And wiped out that army. So let's send some units down here. The others can stay here and occupy that territory. Greece is asking for an alliance. Great. Let's keep pushing. Let's try to wipe out that army. Let's just ban Prussia here and just then spend the rest of our influence trying to get them back. This army does not want to get destroyed, so we're going to have to probably not pursue them anymore. Don't want to lose too many troops. Looks like Bavaria's taken over, or taken out the Kingdom of Sardinia here. Can we add war goals against them? I think I read something about us getting some Casus Belli's, acquire state. Yes. And we're going to take full advantage of that. In fact, is that all of their territory? Piemontini and Savoia. Alright. Let's actually do this and go back down. Hanover's our ally again. Fantastic. Won that. Let's try to send some troops down here. That's not going to work too late. Let's check out the capital of the Republic of San Marco. Alright, Kingdom of Sardinia. We need a way for our Chicoism to go up, but it looks like it'll be fine. It's going up pretty rapidly. That's the one part of Victoria 2 that I'm a little iffy about. But this mod does lower the threshold to 5.499 instead of, I think it was 6, or like almost 7 before, I think. Something that was really high and ridiculous, so you could barely take any land in any wars. Alright, let's continue. Let's get some engineers. Just having one engineer in each army will help sieges go a lot quicker. We will not accept peace. We're going to take some land here. Take full advantage of our situation. Nice. Revolution has been crushed. Let's get Belgium as an ally. Switzerland we can ally as well. In fact, that would be a good person as sphere. Let's see, Republic of San Marco. Will you accept peace? No, you won't. You know, the one thing I have not seen in any of my games with the HFM mod is the Kingdom of Sardinia declaring war on Austria. So that'd be an interesting take, because it looks like we'd be annexing all of northern Italy. That seems to be the situation going on here. So Temesvar. Let's keep pushing in. Yeah, it looks like we're not even going to have the opportunity to move our troops out to the west because these guys are going to fall quickly anyways. Hungary will now give up. We will take that. Welcome back to the Empire, Hungary. Oh wait, I forgot. I was not planning on researching anything. 1850, 5-4. That's fine. That is fine. Cagliari and Sassari. What lands are we taking? I get the vibe there's going to be some pretty ugly border gore. Alright. In fact, I believe we are going to take this deal. I don't know what happened here, but I am sure we can declare war and just annex. Well, we can't really annex them because we have to take this first, but it's a future goal. And all we have is San Marco remaining. So we can demobilize. Alright. We have won. Let's rename all these territories. See, this is to form Austria-Hungary. That's not what we want to do. We want to form the German Confederation. So we're going to have to wait till national imperialism. So that's pretty soon, actually. Not too much longer. So we're going to have to reform our armies. So this one needs artillery. Hussars. We'll go with that. This one needs infantry, artillery, and everything. This one needs infantry and 1 artillery. That one needs, well, probably a few, and then we'll have to wait for our force limit to increase, or our support limit. We survived that. Fantastic. So now they are going after Hesse-Darmstadt. What just happened here? I don't know what happened there, but okay. Let's see. Factory-wise, we still need to focus on soldiers because we're going to be going to war with Prussia soon enough. So our industry is going to be slacking for a little bit. That is fine, we'll have to deal with it. United Kingdom, United States of America. What happened here? Acquire all cores from the US. Now that is kind of it. Okay, so that happened. Who do I think will win? I think the US will probably end up winning this. They're already pretty much done with Mexico. Once they're done with Mexico, they're just going to send all their troops right back and they're going to crush the UK. So I see a pretty strong USA in this game. Let's add to sphere. Let's ban Prussia from here. Where else are they? Looks like the UK needs to be banned from there. Here we can also ban Prussia. That's all looking good. The mirrored war. Annex Caucasian and Mamate. Alright, so that will do it for this episode. So this episode we pretty much saw the entire civil war of Austria. We won that civil war, and we also took a little bit of the Kingdom of Sardinia. Eventually we'll just take the entire country. That just kind of seems the direction we're going, especially since we do not want to keep this border gore. But yeah, so thank you for watching. Leave a like or a comment if you enjoyed what you saw, and subscribe if you want to see more content. Enjoy your day. See ya.